Visual Design Principles for Effective Communication. Welcome to your first lesson on visually communicating information. We will learn how to use Python to explore basic visual design concepts. Along the way, you can experiment using a real dataset. Let us start with the basics and build up to a mini project. Running the cell now. What is visual design? Visual design is the art of making information clear, engaging, and easy to understand using visuals. Good design helps people notice, remember, and act on important points. Running the cell now. Let us make sure extra warning messages do not distract us as we learn. We import the warnings module and tell it to silence all warnings. Running the cell now. Let us bring in a real-world dataset of airline passengers. We are using Pandas, a tool for working with tables. We load data from a URL and read it into a table called data. Next, we show how many rows and columns our table has. We print out the first 5 rows so you can see what the data looks like. Running the cell now. Try changing the URL to load a different dataset and see what happens. We will make our first simple line chart to see how many passengers flew each month. This is a visual way to spot changes or patterns over time. The title and labels help us understand the meaning of the chart. We show the chart using the show function. Running the cell now. Notice how a simple line can make lots of data easier to follow. Try adjusting the title or labels with your own words. Principle 1. Clarity. Clarity means your visual is easy to read and interpret. Good charts use clear titles, labels, and sensible colors. Running the cell now. Using color and grid lines can make it even easier to read trends. We adjusted the size, color, and font sizes to improve clarity. A clear grid makes values easier to compare. Now the chart looks more polished and easier to understand. Running the cell now. Try switching the color or turning the grid on and off. Principle 2. Emphasis. Emphasis is highlighting key parts of your chart. Use emphasis to draw the viewer's attention where you want it. Running the cell now. If we want to show what month had the most passengers, we can use a special marker. We first find the row with the largest value. We extract the matching month and value to label it later if needed. We use a red dot to highlight the peak. Color and labels help people see important information quickly. Running the cell now. Try making your own emphasis by picking the minimum value or another point. Principle 3. Consistency. Consistency means sticking to the same styles, colors, and formats so your visuals are easy to follow. Consistent visuals build trust and reduce confusion. Running the cell now. Let us use the same color as before so the charts feel unified. Here is a bar chart for the first year. Using the same blue ties this chart with our earlier ones. The axis labels and rotated month names help keep things neat and clear. Running the cell now. Try changing bar colors to see if a less consistent style feels harder to follow. Sometimes numbers go missing from datasets. Here we make a copy and introduce a missing value on purpose. We check if there are any missing values now. Our code will tell us if any missing data is present. Replacing missing data with an average value is one way to keep things smooth for charts and calculations. Now, the gap is filled in with a value that fits the data. Running the cell now. Introduce more missing values and try using minimum or median as a replacement. Sorting means putting data in a certain order, like from largest to smallest. Here we sort by number of passengers. Now we print out the 3 busiest months. Sorting helps us spot patterns and trends fast. Running the cell now. Try sorting in the other direction or finding the slowest months. You might want to focus on specific periods, like just the summer months. Filtering lets us pick out only the rows we care about. Here, we show all the data for July. This way, we can compare the same month across different years. Running the cell now. Try filtering for January or December to see how travel changes by season. Aggregating means combining numbers for a bigger picture. Let us look at totals per year by grouping and adding up passengers for each year. This is helpful to see growth over time. The printout gives a bird's-eye view of travel trends. Running the cell now. Try calculating the average per month and see what you notice. Sometimes showing 2 kinds of charts together can make a story more obvious. Here we mix a bar chart and a line chart. Bar charts show totals, while lines make trends pop out. Combining visuals helps reach all types of viewers. Running the cell now. Try changing which years are shown by slicing the labels or values. Making your code interactive allows real people to explore information themselves. This code asks the user to type a year and month. If the date exists, it tells you how many passengers there were. If not, it gives a friendly message. Being interactive helps people ask their own questions of the data. Running the cell now. Ask for a few different months and see the results. Now we bring everything together for a mini project. We want to highlight where things changed most in the passenger numbers. We use a tool from a different library to calculate the biggest change between 2 months. Then we use a see-through color to focus attention on this key part. This technique shows viewers where to look and supports our story. Running the cell now. Try changing how wide the highlight is. Let us update our design with all 3 ideas together. Clear labels and a strong title make the message unmistakable. We highlight the most important point to draw eyes to that spot. Notice that keeping colors and grid styles the same feels more professional. This way, every piece works together to help the viewer understand. Running the cell now. Try making a chart that uses emphasis or color to tell a different story. Take a screenshot and share your work if you like. Mistakes like missing data or mismatched numbers often cause errors. Here we try to create a bar chart with the wrong number of numbers. The try and accept code catches the problem and prints a message. This code helps us find and fix issues without stopping everything. Running the cell now. Intentionally make small mistakes and see if you can spot what is going wrong. If you want to share your charts, you can save them as image files. This lets you use them in reports, slides, or emails. Here we save a chart to a file with a single command. A print message confirms the save worked. Running the cell now. Change the file name and save a few different charts. Now it is your turn. Use this tool to check a month of your choice. If your month is in the data, you get the number of passengers. If not, you get a message encouraging you to try again. Try to test months you have not seen before and think about how feedback design helps you keep going. Running the cell now. As a challenge, add a feature that gives a special message for busy or quiet months. Recap. We used Python to explore good visual design, clarity, emphasis, and consistency. You loaded real data, made useful charts, and learned to guide your viewer's eye. Try applying these tools to your own data. Running the cell now. Thank you for learning. Practice what you have learned by making your own charts and sharing with others. Like and subscribe if you want more tutorials like this. Running the cell now.